Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Dwell on with satisfaction. Be ecstatic with joy. Prove superior. A successful ending of a struggle or contest. The agreement was a triumph for common sense. To express great joy. The exultation of victory. Dwell on with satisfaction. A small quadrilateral constellation in the southern hemisphere near Virgo. An instance of boastful talk. A member of the Siouan people formerly living in eastern Montana. A Siouan language spoken by the Crow. Blackbirds having a raucous call. Express pleasure verbally. She crowed with joy. The cry of a cock, or an imitation of it. Utter shrill sounds. The cocks crowed all morning. Dwell on with satisfaction. Malicious satisfaction. Gaze at or think about something with great self-satisfaction, gratification, or joy. Feel happiness or joy. Be ecstatic with joy. To express great joy. Rise up as if in waves. Be ecstatic with joy. Roll around. Pigs were wallowing in the mud. An indolent or clumsy rolling about. A good wallow in the water. A puddle where animals go to wallow. Delight greatly in. Wallow in your success. Devote oneself entirely to something. Indulge in to an immoderate degree, usually with pleasure. Wallow in your sorrows. Prove superior. The champion prevailed, though it was a hard fight. Be valid, applicable, or true. Be larger in number, quantity, power, status or importance. Continue to exist. Use persuasion successfully. He prevailed upon her to visit his parents. A successful ending of a struggle or contest. A narrow victory. To express great joy. Feel extreme happiness or elation. To express great joy. Who cannot exult in spring? To express great joy. Celebrate a jubilee. Speaking of yourself in superlatives. Show off. Wear or display in an ostentatious or proud manner. Exceptionally good. His brag cornfield. Show off. An instance of boastful talk. His brag is worse than his fight. One who sells advice about gambling or speculation, especially at the racetrack. Someone who buys tickets to an event in order to resell them at a profit. Show off. Someone who advertises for customers in an especially brazen way. Advertise in strongly positive terms. This product was touted as a revolutionary invention. Show off. Extravagant self-praise. Make a mess of, destroy or ruin. Be in motion due to some air or water current. The leaves were blowing in the wind. An impact, as from a collision. A strong current of air. Spend thoughtlessly. Throw away. Provide sexual gratification through oral stimulation. An unfortunate happening that hinders or impedes, something that is thwarting or frustrating. Melt, break, or become otherwise unusable. An unpleasant or disappointing surprise. Show off. Leave. Informal or rude. Let's blow this place. Street names for cocaine. Be inadequate or objectionable. This blows. Forceful exhalation through the nose or mouth. He gave his nose a loud blow. Allow to regain its breath. Blow a horse. A powerful stroke with the fist or a weapon. A blow on the head. Be blowing or storming. Burst suddenly. Cause air to go in, on, or through. Cause to be revealed and jeopardized. The double agent was blown by the other side. Cause to move by means of an air current. Exhale hard. Blow on the soup to cool it down. Free of obstruction by blowing air through. Blow one's nose. Lay eggs. Certain insects are said to blow. Make a sound as if blown. Play or sound a wind instrument. Shape by blowing. Sound by having air expelled through a tube. Spend lavishly or wastefully on. Spout moist air from the blowhole. A swaggering show of courage. Vain and empty boasting. Show off. Act in an arrogant, overly self-assured, or conceited manner. A violent gusty wind. Blow hard. Be gusty, as of wind. A southeaster blustered onshore. Noisy confusion and turbulence. He was awakened by the bluster of their preparations. A fossil fuel in the gaseous state, used for cooking and heating homes. A volatile flammable mixture of hydrocarbons, hexane and heptane and octane etc. Derived from petroleum, used mainly as a fuel in internal combustion engines. A state of excessive gas in the alimentary canal. The state of matter distinguished from the solid and liquid states by relatively low density and viscosity, relatively great expansion and contraction with changes in pressure and temperature, the ability to diffuse readily, and the spontaneous tendency to become distributed uniformly throughout any container. A pedal that controls the throttle valve. He stepped on the gas. Show off. A fluid in the gaseous state having neither independent shape nor volume and being able to expand indefinitely. Attack with gas, subject to gas fumes. The despot gassed the rebellious tribes. Show off. An instance of boastful talk. Whenever he won, we were exposed to his gasconade. Show off. Show off. Dash a liquid upon or against. Act in an arrogant, overly self-assured, or conceited manner. Make violent, noisy movements. The movement or sound of water. The swash of waves on the beach. Feel extreme happiness or elation. Feel extreme happiness or elation. Feel extreme happiness or elation. Attain success or reach a desired goal. Something won, especially money. Win something through one's efforts. Win someone's confidence and friendship. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. Win points. Acquire or deserve by one's efforts or actions. A victory, as in a race or other competition. He was happy to get the win. Be the winner in a contest or competition. Be victorious. A person with a record of successes. If you want to be a success, you have to dress like a success. An attainment that is successful. His success in the marathon was unexpected. An event that accomplishes its intended purpose. Let's call heads a success and tails a failure. A state of prosperity or fame. He is enjoying great success. Event whose occurrence ends something. The proposition arrived at by logical reasoning, such as the proposition that must follow from the major and minor premises of a syllogism. The act of making up your mind about something. He drew his conclusions quickly. A position or opinion or judgment reached after consideration. His conclusion took the evidence into account. The act of ending something. The last section of a communication. In conclusion, I want to say. The temporal end, the concluding time. A final settlement. The conclusion of a business deal. An intuitive assumption. Jump to a conclusion. A decorative texture or appearance of a surface, or the substance that gives it that appearance. The boat had a metallic finish. Event whose occurrence ends something. When these final episodes are broadcast, it will be the finish of the show. Finish eating all the food on one's plate or on the table. Finally, be or do something. The temporal end, the concluding time. The market was up at the finish. A highly developed state of perfection, having a flawless or impeccable quality. Almost an inspiration which gives to all work that finish, which is almost art. Have an end, in a temporal, spatial, or quantitative sense, either spatial or metaphorical. The act of finishing. His best finish in a major tournament was third. Come or bring to a finish or an end. He finished the dishes. The place designated as the end, as of a race or journey. A crowd assembled at the finish. Cause to finish a relationship with somebody. That finished me with Mary. Designated event that concludes a contest, especially a race. Excitement grew as the finish neared. Provide with a finish. The carpenter finished the table beautifully. The downfall of someone, as of persons on one side of a conflict. Booze will be the finish of him. Wine tasting. The taste of a wine on the back of the tongue, as it is swallowed. The wine has a nutty flavor and a pleasant finish. Event whose occurrence ends something. His death marked the ending of an era. The end of a word, a suffix or inflectional ending or final morpheme. I don't like words that have ism as an ending. The act of ending something. The last section of a communication. The point in time at which something ends. The ending of warranty period. Become cheerful. Cause somebody to feel happier or more cheerful. She tried to cheer up the disappointed child when he failed to win the spelling bee. Become cheerful. Give encouragement to. The quality of being cheerful and dispelling gloom. Flowers added a note of cheerfulness to the drab room. Spur on or encourage, especially by cheers and shouts. The crowd cheered the demonstrating strikers. A cry or shout of approval. Show approval or good wishes by shouting. Everybody cheered the birthday boy. Cause somebody to feel happier or more cheerful. She tried to cheer up the disappointed child when he failed to win the spelling bee. Become cheerful.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.